Dad told me not to expect anything for my college graduation since trade school isn't real college. My sister got a Rolex for her business degree. I'm 24. Finished my welding certification last spring. 2-year program at the Tech Institute downtown. My sister Morgan graduated the same month from State University with her MBA. Dad insisted we do a joint celebration dinner. Said it would be more efficient. I should have known something was off when Mom kept avoiding eye contact with me all week. We met at Romano's, this upscale Italian place Dad loves. The kind with cloth napkins and waiters who refill your water every 3 minutes. Morgan showed up in a new outfit, hair professionally done. I came straight from my part-time job at the auto shop. Still had grease under my fingernails. Dinner was fine. Normal family small talk. Then dessert came, and Dad stood up with a wine glass like he was giving a toast at a wedding. Morgan, we are so incredibly proud of you, he started. 4 years of hard work, Dean's List, internships. You've shown what dedication and real education can accomplish. He pulled out this wooden box from under his chair. Inside was a Rolex, not some cheap knockoff, a genuine submariner. Morgan actually gasped. Mom started crying. My aunt was recording on her phone. This is for entering the real professional world, Dad said. You've earned it. Everyone clapped. Morgan hugged him, crying about how she'd treasure it forever. I sat there eating tiramisu, waiting. Then Dad turned to me. The energy shifted. Now, we didn't get you anything, he said, still standing. Trade school's different. It's not like you spent 4 years really challenging yourself. You'll understand when you're in the real workforce. This is just a stepping stone for you, not a real achievement. Morgan looked at me and smirked. At least you'll always have work fixing things when stuff breaks. My uncle actually laughed. Aunt Linda nodded like Dad had said something wise. I put down my fork, didn't argue, didn't defend myself, just said I had an early morning and left. Paid for my own meal on the way out. The drive home was quiet. I kept replaying it. Not a real achievement, just a stepping stone. 22 years of being the disappointment, and they just confirmed it in front of everyone. I went home to my cramped studio apartment and opened a beer. Sat there thinking about the $30K in student loans Morgan had that my parents were helping her with. Thought about the car they'd co-signed for her, the apartment deposit they'd covered. Then I opened my laptop and started applying for jobs. Real jobs. 3 months later, I got hired at Newport Shipyard doing underwater welding. The recruiter said they almost never hire people this young, but my certifications were perfect, and I'd aced the practical exam. The job was intense, dangerous, diving in 40-degree water, welding on ship hulls, working in zero visibility. Every day could be your last if you screwed up, but the pay reflected it. 180K starting salary, plus hazard bonuses that could add another 40K, plus overtime at double rate. I didn't tell anyone. Not my parents, not Morgan, nobody. Just worked, saved, kept my head down. 6 months in, I needed a new vehicle. My old sedan wasn't cutting it for hauling equipment. I bought a truck. Nothing crazy, but new. A black Ford F-250 with all the features I needed. Thanksgiving rolled around. I drove the truck to my parents' house. Dad saw it in the driveway. That's yours? He walked around it, checking the price tag in his head. How'd you afford that on a welder's salary? Overtime? I said. He didn't look convinced, but he dropped it. Dinner was awkward. Morgan was quieter than usual, kept checking her phone. Finally, Mom asked what was wrong. Just work stuff, Morgan muttered. 2 weeks later, she called me at 11 p.m. She was crying. They laid me off, she said. My whole department. Budget cuts. And I've got 90K in student loans. I haven't been able to save anything with rent and everything, and I'm totally screwed. She took a shaky breath. I know we're not close, but you're my brother. Can you loan me like $3,000 just for rent and bills until I find something? I was sitting at my desk, looking at my laptop. The shipyard had just done direct deposit that afternoon. My annual performance bonus, $45,000, sitting right there in my checking account. I'm sorry, Morgan, I said quietly. Trade school didn't teach me about real money. I hung up. 30 minutes later, Dad texted, your sister told me what you said. We need to talk about family, helping family during hard times. I screenshot my bank statement, blurred nothing, and sent it to the family group chat with one word, overtime.